Okay, so we're going to look at decollage. So my inspiration for this is this work by Mark Bradford, which you might want to have a look at. There's a whole range of his work that you could look at. So decollage is different from collage in that it is about removing images so that other imagery comes through, whereas collage is about building up an image, often using found imagery. So found, stuff you might find on the streets or at home. Often the back of envelopes are really useful. So what I've done is I've put some stuff underneath this. So I've collaged it up, and then I've put some other stuff, this photo on top, and then I can start to scrape away. The way I've built up my image is using PVA glue. So just tearing things, sticking them on top of my card, which is 12 by 12, and then building it up. So this is my whole array of stuff that I've got to work from. So it's all photos that I've taken and then printed off. Okay. Then I've got myself a scouring pad and some clay tools, but you can use whatever you like. You could use anything that's going to be abrasive. And then I'm going to wet my scouring pad and start to remove some of this stuff. Hopefully it's going to work. So you start to see my face coming through because I've put photos of me underneath here. So just using water in the scouring pad, which you can find at the sink. And you could then scan it, draw into it, all sorts of stuff. So, if I want to build other stuff up, that's fine. I could build it up, let it dry, and then scratch back into it. So I could easily take a different set of stuff. As long as I layer it all up. So there's nothing stopping me taking something like that, putting it over the top and then scratching back into it. And all I would do is take my PVA and layer them up. What I tend to do is put the PVA on top as well. And I'm going to fold it under there. But that's decollage. Have a go, research it as well, and get going. Things up. You might want to use some text. So that could be found text. So if you find old flyers and posters that have fallen off the walls that you might want to use, or a bit of junk mail that you get. Sometimes the backs of envelopes are really nice, so you can use those. Fold that over like that. So multimedia students could scan this stuff in, couldn't you? And work on it from there. I'm definitely going to have one of these guys in there. So depending on your project, this is mainly aimed for the identity project, but depending on your project, depend what sorts of stuff you use, imagery you use. I'm going to go on to build into this and use some text as well. And then you can distress it, so you could get a sponge or something like that, and then, like a scouring pad. I'm sure you're all used to washing up. Okay, and you just keep working into it. I'm going to leave it there, but you can just keep working into it, keep ripping into it, keep adding stuff, taking perhaps a scouring pad and working over the top, perhaps painting the PVA layer, letting it dry, and then painting into it, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to show you the final piece in the lesson, but I'm going to leave it for now.